Hello and welcome to Where You Not Entertained, where two film fans discuss their favorite flicks. I'm Daniel.
And I'm James.
And today we're going to be talking about a TV series and not an actual flick.
Yep, a continuation of The Witcher. We're going into episode 2 here.
Number dos.
Yep. Things get a little bit interesting in this one.
We meet like 3 new characters. Not just like passing characters, but like actual characters.
Right. I mean, I would say that this is far less of a Geralt story than the first one was. Yeah. This one focuses a lot more with the young sorceress Yennefer.
Yep.
It kind of gives you some more Siri on her own, a little bit more Siri. Whereas the first episode had some Siri pieces, but they were more focused on her mother and kind of the court intrigue and stuff like that. Where this one was her trying to escape and
trying to survive.
Yeah, trying to survive and seeing the brutal nature of the world around her. Mm-hmm. The veil being pulled off the princess's eyes.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you also get to meet the elves and learn a little bit about their story.
Yeah, there's so much world building in this between the relationship between human and elves that's played out, both with the sorcerer apprentice and Yennefer, I can't remember his name. And then the Sylvan and the elves that capture Geralt and Dandelion.
Yep.
And yeah, Dandelion. We get the Witcher song finally in this one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That song has been stuck in my head for like 2 weeks now.
Jasker.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is quite catchy.
Plus there's a meme on it every 5 minutes on Facebook.
Well, I think the guy that even wrote it, I think somebody put something up on social media somewhere about how catchy the tune was, and he was like, "How do you think I feel?"
I was singing that motherfucker for 6 months.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this very much felt like a setup episode. While it was incredibly enthralling because of how much it tells you about the world of The Witcher, and how much stuff it goes into. Like the mage's college that she's taken to is just so freaking cool, with the giant spire off on the hill and the way that like it lights up with magic and everything. Like there's just
crazy.
There's some really cool stuff. It's kind of like a dark Hogwarts.
Right.
Yeah. If like Hogwarts actually existed in the Middle Ages, like that's what it would be like.
Yeah. Exactly.
And what's her name? The Maven Tissia or Tisaya or something like that. The Yennefer's teacher. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She is so great in this. Oh my God. She plays that fine line between hard knuckle rapping, school teacher,
right,
and
like a nun.
Yeah, and genuinely giving a shit, but having to play the hard role to make them better so well. Like she would be a pain in the ass to have to learn from, but she's doing it for the right reason. She's doing it to make you better.
I was saying you're going to be good.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I love her. She's wonderful.
So I gotta ask, because you know more about the lore and everything. She turned 3 girls into eels, and they're conduits.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not super versed in the lore, so I'm
just curious.
This is stuff that I did not know coming in, because, like I said, I know it from the video games,
right?
And I mean, half the time I'm out looking to kill this monster so that I get a bag of gold, and I'm, the storyline gets delivered in pieces through a lot of context clues and stuff sometimes,
right?
But my understanding of it, at least in the TV world, is that some of the girls just weren't going to make it, but they had plenty of inert magic capability, and so they make it sound all wonderful. It's called ascension. But basically what it is they get turned into eels, and they get...
So if you're not good enough, they collect your ass and put you in a bowl.
Yeah, and you basically are a conduit for chaos to be channeled into the School of Magic.
Uh-huh. Okay. Sucks for them.
Yeah, not exactly the fate I think that they were hoping for.
No, I don't think so. Well, obviously not, because Yennefer was like, I'm ready. Do I get to ascend? And then, the wait for the knock. And
she's all like, yeah, you're going to get to ascend. Just go wait in anticipation. She's like, ha, didn't knock. Now you feel like shit. And she comes down and says, no, come check it out. This is what you were hoping for.
Right.
Yeah, they got turned into eels. Now sweep them into the milk.
Yep. It was a lot like that.
Yeah. Which, I mean, honestly, it was kind of that thing that it was all a ruse. The thing that she was hoping for the most, to receive the acceptance, to be considered good enough. She didn't get it and was devastated by it, but it turns out that the thing she actually wanted is not what she wanted.
Right.
Is not what she actually wanted. And so
that whole,
be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, no, I mean, it played out beautifully. It was really interesting. The story with the Sylvans and the elves, and kind of showing Geralt's affinity for non-humans, and kind of some of his resentment towards humanity because of their shitty nature in this show.
Yeah.
I think that was an important world-building part.
Well, and you also get to find out that there's other creatures, I guess.
That aren't all monsters.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that he's not just out to kill, for gold. We already knew that, right, from episode 1.
Yeah, but it's not indiscriminate.
Right. I forget what he said he was, but the horned guy.
Oh, it's a satyr? No, that's not what they called him. I can't remember.
Yeah,
either.
I don't remember what he said. But he could be considered a monster, right? Because he's not human per se.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, he could have been considered a monster, and Geralt could have killed him, but he didn't.
Right.
And in turn, he got taken prisoner for a little while, but it speaks more to the character as well.
Yeah, 100%.
And shows you that there's other things out there. Maybe a little more, mystical and mythical.
Yeah, and it kind of shows that they're stuck in the shadows, basically, because of the scheming of men and the just blatant grab for power. And there's that traditional grudge against the ancestors and my forefathers that the elves have, and the fall from grace and the desire to get them back for what they've done.
Right.
And Geralt very much is playing the pragmatist in the middle, who's like, look, you can be mad all day, but that just means you die.
Right.
Or you can go fuck the past and learn to live.
Yeah. Go somewhere and start over.
Yeah. If you can't stay here, go somewhere else.
Yeah. I feel like that's good advice.
Yeah, I mean, and to a degree, it is good advice, but
well, I mean, you're looking at either the decimation of your people,
the noble annihilation, or
yeah, is there such a thing?
Yeah, exactly.
You just died. Good job. You all died. Way to go.
Your people aren't great anymore. That's terrible. But you know how you become great again? You go somewhere the fuck else and rebuild.
Right.
You don't run headlong into the pikes and spears of your enemy.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. Doesn't serve you as well.
Exactly. And then, I got to see some kind of Game of Thronesy stuff with Siri when she's kind of adopted by that family, and they start getting raided by the Nilfgaardians in the middle of the night. and the rich mother starts slapping and talking shit to one of her servants,
being a real asshole.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things like, this is wartime. It's not like the code that made him a servant is breaking down in a survivalist situation like that. And
well, yeah, absolutely.
when there's chaos all around you, that's not the time to start treating people like shit, because they might just pick up the knife from the ground and stab you like 37 times, which is exactly what happened.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when what's his name? Is it Dara? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Dara.
Yeah. The other elf.
The boy who saved Siri in the woods. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so we get the introduction to him.
Yep.
Originally, who, he kind of saved her life right then already. Like, the introduction is, don't eat those berries, they're going to kill you, dummy.
Right.
And then he, helped her kind of carry on and
got her some smoked rat.
Yeah, exactly. Yum. But
I bet smoked rat tastes fucking amazing after 2 days in the woods of not eating.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to talk shit about smoked rat when you got food in your belly, but
yeah,
when you're really
probably right.
When you're really hungry, man, cooked meats of any kind is probably delicious.
But he came back and saved her.
Yeah.
Once it all went down, because she saw the little camp and took off toward it. Hey, it's a safe place.
It's my people.
And
yeah.
He was like, yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah. That ain't a place for me.
No. And then, yeah, he was right, obviously, but that's because he's an elf and they're
persecuted.
Yeah, I was gonna say racist, but I don't know if that's really the right term. Anyway,
the humans are definitely racist against the elves.
Yeah, but it's more than that. They're not just mildly racist. They're not just kind of racist. There's some extra
genocidal.
Yeah. So yeah, he wasn't having any parts of it, but when the raid starts happening, he came in and saved her ass.
Yep.
So, again, kind of speaks to his character. Good for him. It's twice he saved you in one episode.
Yeah. I mean, the first episode, you get to kind of understand that this is a world where monsters exist, and you need kind of a middle between the humans and the monsters, i.e. the Witcher, as the balancer of the scales. And in this episode, you get to see a little bit more from the other side of the coin.
Right.
No pun intended. Toss a coin to your Witcher. Valley of Plenty. Valley of Plenty.
Okay.
But yeah, you get to see it from the monster's perspective, that maybe not all the monsters are bloodthirsty demons that are out to steal little children and kill men in the woods.
Right. Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah. So no, I mean, I thought it was a great second episode. It was, it definitely felt like a second episode. The first one's the hook to get you online, and then the second one's where they can spend a little bit more time building it out from there. So
yeah, it made me more curious, right? So we didn't go into some big, necessarily long drawn out story, but they introduced new people, and now I'm like, okay, so what's going to happen with these people?
Right.
Like, okay, so we've got like the School of Magic, which got weird shit going on.
Mm-hmm. Catching lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, I don't, whatever.
Cool.
You're still with...
Because you need a nightlight.
Right, yeah, exactly. Still with Geralt, but he's got a companion now.
Yeah. Following
him around and pestering the crap out of him.
And I was so happy. I love Dandelion from the games, and he's perfect in the show. Like, he's so great.
And then you have, Siri and what's going on with her and her new friend, who's, again, saved her life twice.
Mm-hmm.
So there was enough in that, even though it's an introductory kind of episode, like not to the show, but to the new characters.
Yeah.
To keep me interested.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how that'll end up turning on into the next episode. Was there anything else that you wanted to cover from this one?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, then I think that about wraps it up. Please join us next time when we're covering episode 3 of The Witcher. We're going to go through the whole season. Check out our movie episodes. Feel free to hit us up online, social media, or on our website. And please join us next time on Were You Not Entertained?